Okay. So I'm sick. I have a cold or a sinus infection or something. But, so this weekend was supposed to be my birthday party, but I canceled that because I'm sick. So I'm kind of grouchy. Thankfully, I watched a good movie. So that picked my spirits a little bit. Today I watched My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It to. Um, so this movie's exceptional. I love it. Um, it combines it's a fusion of my two favorite niche genres, which is um, affecting mumblecore indie dramas about the relationship between adult siblings, and niche horror genres, but recontextualized to be psychological horror. Um, in this case, this is one of the most interesting vampire films I've ever seen, and I just watched The Transfiguration a few weeks back, so I set a very high bar. I can't decide. If I had to pit this against The Transfiguration, no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to pit two bad bitches against each other. I love both these movies. So The Transfiguration asked the question of, is it still a vampire if there's nothing supernatural about it? It's just a person compelled to drink blood. Um, Your Heart Can't Beat asks a separate question of, is the vampire still scary if they don't get any of the powers? They're just a person who needs to drink blood or die and are allergic to sunlight. Um, and it turns out, yes, if that vampire has someone who loves them. Um, so the movie's about a trio of siblings, two adult, one teenager, and the teenager is a vampire. But he's my new favorite genre of vampire, which is pathetic vampire. Um, and that wasn't like a dig. He's like a sweet, nice child who's weak and sickly, and he needs blood or he'll die. Um, so his adult siblings comply. Um, and I really love it. It's the erosion of this relationship between all three of them in a way where they try to shield him from what they need to do to keep him alive, so he doesn't really understand what they go through. The older brother is becoming more and more uncomfortable with the whole thing for obvious reasons, and the older sister is laser focused on the people she loves and keeping her family alive to a detriment. It is a gorgeous movie. I do have to complain. It's shot 3x4, which I really don't care. I understand like a lot, like the theory behind it, trying to create like a not cozy, but like a more compressed atmosphere, more intimate. I don't know. I don't care for it. It just feels constricting. I would say. I really don't care for 3x4 because frankly, this monitor was expensive, guys. Um, but God, it's gorgeously shot. We started with some landscapes, which like, if you ever want my attention, just do that. Some beautiful night vistas of like mountains and trees and shit. One thing I really love is the color. Shocker. Um, the inside of the house is really it's warm, lots of browns, yellows, oranges, reds, but it's also like super chiaroscuro. It's like all like heavily shadowed. Everything's like super dark because a vampire lives there. It really gives off grandma's house vibes, or just older relative vibes. I wasn't lying. I am sick. I really love this. The difference between like the inside of the house, which is like really heavily shadowed, and whenever they're away from the house, it's almost kind of washed out. It's really brightly lit. I love that. Um, it's really sad in a way. Like the younger brother really doesn't understand what his siblings go through. He's not like malicious at all. I love it. It's a non-malicious vampire, and the only like the real crux of the problem here is that the people who care about him want to keep him alive, and that's so I don't know if it's supposed to be allegorical to like someone with a disease, or I don't know. I was kind of getting like, if you wanted to draw like a parallel to like real life, I guess you could argue that like it's allegorical to like someone who is like in a vegetative state or has like a disease or something. Where if you want to be super like uncharitable, you could argue it's like, oh, they're sucking the life out of their family. That's kind of a bullshit thing to say. I don't know. I don't agree with that. But I guess if you wanted to like contextualize it like that way, you could use it. You could say as an allegory for that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times people do that, and um, I think people read the text like that, and I don't think it, or for like a lot of movies, for like a lot of books, I don't think it was intentional by the people who made it. Legit think the people who made this probably just wanted to make a vampire movie, but like from a weird, cool angle. I don't think it was supposed to be an allegorical to that. But if you want to read that allegory in there, that's kind of cool. I mean, that's an interesting thing to way to interpret things. Um, let's see. Gorgeously acted. You really get like the vibes of all three of them. The younger brother is clearly like he's naive. He wants friends. He's lonely. He's sad. He doesn't understand where the blood he drinks comes from because they sheltered him his whole life. And he kind of hates the things he is when he finds out what he is. The older brother, like you really get like, the older sister, you get you understand that she's like hardened herself because she needs to be that way, but like even though it's to her detriment, like all the way through. And then like the older brother, you really get like the push pull of him like wanting to leave behind but being unable to leave the people he loves, and like his tenuous grasp on thing. It's a really good movie. I like My High Beat Until She Tell Too. God, 5 out of 5. Yeah, I adore this film. Great job. I'm. I took a whole bunch of NyQuil. I'm gonna lay down. Bye.